I see. Well,
we filter it through this.
hey, Howard Zinn. You guys ever heard of Howard Zinn?
Sounds familiar, right? On
The People's History of America.
Okay.
It's a great book for you to read too.
Yeah.
Howard Zinn.
Yeah.
He taught at Howard. He taught at Howard University.
Right.
He was the only white man to teach at Howard,
Uh-huh.
and he's highly respected among the whole community.
Uh-huh.
He's highly, highly respected. That'll tell you the real history of what happened here in America.
Oh, we know about the true history.
I know you
The
do.
Bible tells you
Well-
the true history of America.
But if you read his, it will benefit you. I promise you. It'll give you a lot of
Oh,
insight.
so we can get extra information.
It'll give you.
We'll get extra information.
Yes,
pretty much.
yes.
Okay, that's
Howard Zinn. His name is Howard Zinn, and it's a People's History of America.
Oh, the name of the book is The People's History of America.
That's the real history. It's not.
Right.
What did you learn? What did you learn in grade school? George Washington chopped down the cherry tree. Never told a lie. Does that sound like history to you? No. Here's what he said.
History was who was the president before him, right?
And before him, right?
John Hanson, so-called legend. President of America, before it was named America, matter of fact,
Yeah.
was a man called John Hanson.
I don't know John Hanson.
No, because we always hear about George Washington. There were men that ran the country before him.
Colonies. Who ran the colonies, I suppose. Yeah. Right.
That had the peace relationship, relations to deal with natives that were out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like all of that ties in. That's more of a history
Really, what it is.
than what they teach us in grade school.
What I'm
Okay, so
trying to
you're
share
talking
with
about
you.
the history of how America was set up.
What I'm trying to share with you is that the real history of subjugation and oppression and domination is revealed in that book.
Right.
And that wasn't shared with you when you were a grade school kid, or a high school kid, or a college kid. You've got to go somewhere else to. You got to go somewhere else to get that information.
Right.
What you learned, in school was. You get my point.
Right,
Brainwashed.
yeah.
We're all brainwashed.
What's the saying? He who wins the wars who writes the history.
There you go, bro.
Like
And he who has the most silver bullets wins the wars. In other words, the most
Yeah,
money.
we understand about it, how it was all split into the different colonies, the French, the British. All that history, now that's true. You ain't gonna find it till later on. They ain't gonna show you that as in grade school, so to speak. To go further back, this country, America, was founded before any of that.
Yeah,
We had the indigenous people that was here.
absolutely.
That first discovered this whole land.
That was, yes.
Now, that
people that
particular
they had
history,
to wipe out first.
right?
And they wiped him out, bro. That's what they did.
They wiped it clean up,
Close to wiping them completely.
and that's what got America's start. Was
Let me
off
share something with
the
you.
genocide of the so-called Native American Indians. They
You-
they pillaged them, they raped, robbed, and murdered them, and took all of them.
They
And
never
then the
said they
ones
were
that were
sorry.
left, right? And the ones that were left, they just pushed them into different regions
They pushed them out to the desert.
pushed them all out. And now to this very day, they still stuck in those places. They're on reservations.
Paiutes.
Exactly.
Yes, yes,
You know?
right.
So this whole country got its start from rape, rob, and murder. That's the truth of the matter.
What about Iraq?
Iraq.
What about Iraq?
What
I mean?
Iraq. How far back do you want to go?
So here's what I'm saying. It was started there, but what about today? In other words, it hasn't changed. You get my point? It hasn't
Well,
changed.
there's nothing new under the sun. It's still
Ditto. There
things
you go.
going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Things always repeats itself.
Let me share something with you. When the white settlers first came here,
Uh-huh.
they tried to subjugate the Indians.
Exactly.
And what they found out, they couldn't do it. Here's the reason why. This was their land.
Exactly.
And when you put him in the field, he just took off running. And he knew where to run to and where to hide. But
Yep.
when they brought black people over here, they were from different tribes. They spoke different languages.
Yep.
They were completely disoriented. They didn't know where they were at. They freaked out. They were able to take advantage of
If you
them.
don't mind, can you take one
I'm
step
sorry,
back, son?
but they were able to take advantage of them because they were disoriented.
Right.
That's the real story.
Right.
But now they fought. Many of them fought
Right.
and died for it. Have you ever studied what happened after Lincoln declared freedom to the slaves?
Well,
I mean, it was a mass migration of people coming. Hey man, I'll fight. Give me a gun.
he
Kill us now.
didn't free the slaves. He translated the slaves.
What? Ditto. Yes, right on, bro. Right
From
on.
a physical change to a symbolic change, really. And
That's
now,
all that it was.
To the point now that we're
Yes.
on a spiritual change.
You're right. You're right. I agree with you 100%.
This man had a good question.
You guys know better than anybody. I mean, you were living it. Your families have the stories. You guys are the ones who are the
And
experts.
a little bit that's recorded in the school, trying to take it out.
Well, don't let them. Make sure you keep the story alive.
Because we're going to go back to the way that it used to be told by word of mouth.
Right on. There you go.
But everybody,
You guys are very nice. Thank you for your time. Right on, bro. Good luck to you.
All right, man.
Take it easy.
All right, man.
Cheers.
I'm sorry.
My name is David.
How you doing?
I just came to see what the main emphasis was of the ministry here. Why you out here today?
Okay. Basically, it's to tell the truth about the Bible. That's in the right spirit of the Bible, the absolute truth about the Bible. Like I said a moment ago, these right here are a couple of quick ideals that you see. So this is a misconception that a lot of people have on it, but the actual biblical description is this image. And that's one of the many different things. The love everybody spirit that God had, people say God has or Jesus has.
God
He's spelling all of that.
God is love. He's the very essence of love.
For certain.
But that's not all he is.
Right.
He's thrice holy. Holy, holy, holy is the God Almighty. Was and is to come.
You know what holy means?
God
You know what the
shall
word
be
holy
holy.
means? Do you know what the word holy means?
Sanctified, set apart, separate.
Okay. He was separate.
That's
And all throughout the Bible, all he did was separate his people from the Gentiles and other people. The Israelites were separate. He wanted to separate us throughout the Bible.
God shows you.
Holy means separate.
And there still is.
Jesus said, keep us separate.
Okay, so then, and they are still, that's right. But the Gentiles have been grafted in because
Who
Who are the Gentiles?
Of the New Testament.
every other tribe and nation of every tongue.
Not true. I'm gonna give you the quick one on it. Just a quick one. So you can go do your research. Good question. Now, what those Gentiles are, you have to go into the Greek to figure out who those are. If you look up the word Gentile, not in every time you read it, but a lot of times when you're showing affection to those Gentiles, the word there is Helen or Hellenist or Hellenist.
Or
Right?
ethnos.
Or ethnos.
Yeah.
Which are people of these people, basically Israelites, that follow to other customs of the other nations. Because these people were scattered, which we all know were scattered across the four corners of the earth, right?
Right.
Scattered abroad. So they're going to pick up Arabic and Japanese languages, and their features are going to begin to look like you. You know what I'm saying? Like you might be on this side, even though you have a lighter skin tone, and you may look like a so-called white man.
Sure. It doesn't really matter about the tongue.
Right.
It's about
But
the spirit,
all of
but
us
it also
are
goes to
brothers
our
because
nation.
we all have a common ancestor. That is the first man and the first woman. We're all brothers as far as in the truth.
Second Ezra's, I gotta do that.
You know, we are different.
Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. All of us here, we live in America, right? But we are not Americans. Don't listen to what I'm saying. That's the same word that the Israelites in Rome and in Greece. Those were Israelite foreigners who didn't know that they were Israelites living in Rome and Greece. Just like most of us, we don't know, most black people do not know that they are not African Americans living in America. We are Israelites living in America. So we are those Israelite foreigners that the Bible talks about. We are just in a different time period.
Yeah, but
right,
take
right.
a lot of identity throughout the history of time. And so, like you just said, people are thinking something that
But
really
at the same
is
time,
not.
those people got to match those people. If you go to Deuteronomy 28:68, we fit the curses of those Israelites. We are the only people that fit those curses. So we are identified in this Bible as the Israelites of the Bible.
Right.
Those Israelite foreigners of the Bible, those American foreigners here in America, we are identified as those people. And the only way you can be identified is to have a marker to tell you who we are. He's going to read you that marker right now.
A Gentile is pretty much a foreigner, somebody that's strange. And it goes back to the Latin word gentilis. Now, during the diaspora of the Jews, mainly during the Greco-Roman Empire, you had a lot of Israelites that were scattered all throughout Asia Minor. Now, when Paul wrote his epistles, he was writing to all those different churches in those different areas in that region because all the Israelites that lost their heritage, that's where they were residing. It's the same people.
Yeah, Peter speaks on the day of Pentecost.
Exactly.
Those
Those same
all
people.
gathered from
But
the
they were,
different countries and nations.
exactly.
Yeah.
But they were
apostles all spoke tongues.
Yeah, but they were Israelites. They just didn't. They wasn't. They just wasn't. They didn't share the same commonwealth of the Israelites in Jerusalem. They lost their tongue, which was to speak Hebrew. They wasn't keeping the laws or the customs of the Jews. So the
Tower of Babel
the
caused all
people,
that. That's
right?
where they all dispersed.
But it happened even after because our people.
That's what I'm saying.
That's way before.
But really it broke up with the Greeks. The Greeks is who really, after captivity, and worshiping other gods, we kept getting further and further and further away
Pushed
from our
them.
true
Yeah,
heavenly
we got
Father.
pushed them.
By the Greeks' time, they were actually saying, if you worship your God and his customs, we're going to kill you. So that was the direct cut line of when that started to really push us away from our customs. To the time where when the Lord actually walked on the earth with the Romans, that they had already lost a lot, but some still held on. Just like the Maccabees and the Apocrypha back in the time of Greeks still tried to hold on. Some of us still tried to hold on and knew they were. And even now today, most of us don't know. We have to remember or get re-taught about our old customs.
I don't know if you're saying we all. I'm just asking a question. You mentioned Maccabees. Okay. That's part of the land.
Yeah.
It's right in there.
You know it, so.
It may be different. I don't know how great a degree, but it's a great degree. It's not part of the canon.
Well, do you know when it was taken out?
No, I don't.
1726, when the Bible was spoken. It took 50 years to do it, which equals when? 1776. Now, we know that there's a lot of numerology and history around that year, right? 1776. A lot of things, as far as the people that took it out, got a lot more power around that time.
Well, I agree on the mathematics of Hebrews and Greek alphabet. There's a lot of mathematics within it.
Right. But do you know what the word mathematics comes from? Math comes from the Hebrew word amar, which means truth. And so we're actually teaching math already. That's really what we're teaching. We're teaching you how to add 1 + 1 = 2. Even though you don't know that the equation was there. We're teaching you algebra, how to put in those variables, place value to the variable. Like one of those main ones is these people put them into the people of Israel, and then this book begins to unlock Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like that is the other image, right? I'm talking about the other image though. And then we dressed it up a little bit just to show this and drive the point home.
It's just a
Because that's how it looks
depiction.
like.
We don't worship it or nothing like that. It's just a display of a picture. Okay, yeah, this guy, yes.
Dress that up a little bit. Matter of fact, that's closer to the real image of what this is. Closer to the image of truth. No, I'm saying the image of truth. What this man is really about. The horns is about the devil. And the word devil is deceiving. Right? So this is all deceiving our people saying that he was the Lord. That other one was more of the truth. You know? To clear it where I'm saying, I'm not saying that this is the truth.
Right.
Or that the other image is a deception. I'm saying which is which.
All right, so let's get to the gospel if we can.
But before we get to the gospel,
How does this affect the gospel?